From service to strength, from questions to choice, guidance you trust, HerVetVoice.
I am here live and in color. Thank you guys for joining. I do apologize for being late, but I am a mom before I am anything else. So I had to take care of something, and so I had to be a little bit late. But anyway, thank you guys for joining. Happy Friday. Thank you all for being here. Welcome back to HerVetVoice. If you are new here, we help veterans become informed, empowered, and we prepare veterans to navigate anything VA, be it benefits, be it DIC, be it education, whatever it is, that's what we do here. So if you're new here, consider subscribing, join us in the chat, and let everybody know where you are tuning in from. As usual, we have our regulars that are here, and thank you guys for holding me down. Thank you for supporting me. So before I get into what we're going to talk about tonight, let's see who is here, and let's see what we got going on. I know y'all been waiting. Hey, 66, thank you as usual for being here. OT, what's up? How you doing? Minimoto, how are you? Hey to my girl, Miss Betty Bob. Good evening to HVV. Hope you had a lovely rest of your week. Thank you. Natural is not here tonight. Skins, good evening all. And it is Happy Women's Veterans Day today. And you beat me to it. But yes, to all the ladies that have and continue to serve this country, please know that you are appreciated. So happy Women's Veterans Day today, which is June the 12th. The Mad Researcher. Oh, wait, I missed Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy, how are you? The Mad Researcher, as always, it's a pleasure to have you and Jimmy here. Toya, it's always good to see you. Thank you for joining. Who else is here? Let's see. Bluebird, what's happening? How are you? As always, my friend Craig, it's always a pleasure to see you. Thank you for supporting me here. Let's see. Jakes, thank you. Good evening, everyone, and God bless. Thank you for your blessings. Walter and Vivian, hello. Thank you for joining us. The original GWOT. Good evening and welcome to our channel. Thank you for coming. Down Dog, what's happening? James Keith, how are you? Glad to be at the cookout? Yeah, you know we always cook out. We always cook out. Happy down. How are you? Good evening. E. Thomas, what's happening? How are you? Good to see you here. Vet Teacher, what's good? Jacqueline is in the house. Hello. And if you are new here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So tonight, guys, I wanted to talk a little bit about DIC. And yup, hit the like button. Don't hit it for me. Hit it for your other veteran friends that's out there that's going to need these videos. Okay. What's happening, Dennis? Good to see you. Hey, J-Law Jr., it's good to see you as well. Y'all hit the like button. Okay. Don't hit it for me. Hit it for your friends because they need to see this information. Now, you guys cannot say that I do not come here every single time and put on a show. I create the cookout. I bring y'all to the cookout. I bring the hot dogs, the hamburgers, the veggie rolls, the lettuce, the tomatoes. I bring everything to the cookout. The least y'all can do is invite some friends to the cookout. Hello. Invite some friends to the cookout. And tell me where you're tuning in from while you at the cookout. Okay. So I wanted to talk a little bit about DIC because you guys have been sending me tons of emails. I've had a couple of people reach out to me about DIC, what it entails. And I know you guys, Natural and FF, we had a conversation before. So this is kind of going to be like a refresher in the DIC, what it entails and how to get around. What's up, U.S. Army Grunt? How are you? See, look, 26 watching and only 6 of y'all liked it. Please listen. Oh, we neighbors. We neighbors, Walter and Vivian. I'm in South Carolina. What's up? The Service Connection. How are you? How you doing? How you doing? If you know good and well that there's somebody that's gonna need this, Florida in the house. Yes, a Florida. No, I'm in South Carolina. Let me know where y'all from, where you tuning in from. If there's anything that you want us to talk about, let us know. You can only hit the I know, right? Thank you, Minnie Mulder. I know if you can hit it more. Thank you, E. Thomas. Minnie Mulder, you're in Spokane, Washington. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to start disliking y'all. OT, it's only you. It's only you. Only OT. Only OT. Okay, so let's open up these slides. Y'all, let's see what we got going on. Santa Barbara, California. It's too many people from the South here. I know. Let's rep the South, y'all. Let's rep the South, okay? MS is in the house. Santa Barbara, Cali. All right. OT, you way on the other side. So it's like 6 o'clock in the evening for you. You chilling. Florida here. Look, just pretend car salesman Pastor Dougie is that like button and smash it. Now, y'all don't get me started on Pastor Dougie because I'm gonna have to go live on him because it's some things that they cooking up, Pastor Dougie over there cooking up that it's not gonna be beneficial for us. So Cincinnati, Ohio. Okay. All right. So it looks like we got somebody from all kinds of places. So it's 32 you guys watching. Hit the like button so we can get into what we're getting into here. I want you guys to, hopefully I'm at the top of this presentation so you guys can see exactly what we are going to be talking about. Let me see. Okay. All right, so let me make myself small so you guys can see. Oh, let's see. Doing some research for 8. Yeah. Oh, wait, let's see. U.S. Army graduates in 1977 basic training in Fort Jackson, South Carolina. I went to basic training in Fort Sill, Oklahoma, y'all. And let me tell you something. When I joined the Army from Brooklyn, New York. I had never seen a cattle truck in my entire life. And I know y'all about to be laughing so hard. But when I flew from New York to Oklahoma in that time period, and when we got to the airport and it was some white trucks that picked us up like we were some animals, I literally broke down crying like I wanted to go back home. I'm not even kidding y'all. I could not believe. I was like, we're not animals. What in the world? Why are they picking us up? First of all, I didn't even know you call it a cattle truck. I just called it a white truck. And I mean, when you got in, they had the bars and stuff. Like it was, whew, when I tell y'all it was bad, it took me a couple days to recover to know that I literally got in a cattle truck where they've been picking up cows. And when I tell you it smelled like a cattle truck, it smelled like a cattle truck. Anytime we had to go somewhere, I would rather walk than get in them cattle trucks. But I got over it and I made it through. But I'm an Army girl, so I know. I went to basic training in Fort Sill, Oklahoma, and I went to AIT in Fort Eustis, Virginia. So you guys got to know a little bit of something about me. But I didn't do the cattle trucks, and I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. Anyway, let's see here. The mad scientist is here in the lab tonight watching the stream and working on my newly won HLR. Well, go. New Jersey in the house, right next door to New York City. Originally, what part of the Pacific Northwest? All right. Look, get in and get out the cattle trucks. Yup, crazy. Betty, you know what, Betty? I needed to because the amount of how traumatized I was getting in them cattle trucks. Yeah, when I tell y'all I broke down crying, Hi. They had them cattle trucks in Great Lake RTC in the winter 1985. It was cold coming from Cali. Also, you did basic and AIT in Fort Benning, Georgia. You had it made. I had basic in Fort. So James, you totally get where I'm coming from. You totally get where I'm coming from. Going from Jersey to getting in a cattle truck, it take you somewhere. The smell of all those trainees pooping in their pants. 1986, Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. Okay. Hey, Benny. How are you, Benny? Good to see you here. Basic training in Fort Jackson and AIT in Fort Lee. Yep. Cook School. Yep. Mm-hmm. Bama here. And no, I'm not Roll Tide fam. Laugh out loud. Well, thank you for joining us. 88, Fort McClellan, Alabama. Okay. Y'all had cattle trucks in Fort Benning too? Oh, I'm learning something. You ETS from Fort Sill. You stayed, what? You literally stayed there for 23. My son still lives there. Small word. 299 Engineer Battalion. Wow. Listen, every time I see a cattle truck now, it gets, Yeah, look at me now, right? Look at me now. I still ain't getting in no cattle truck, but I'm down with it. Okay. So let me know if you're Army, Navy, Marine, Coast Guard, what you are in the chat so we can, get our family to be welcome and support your fellow veterans in the chat. So let's get started on this DIC because I don't want this to be a long video, but I truly and genuinely enjoy chatting with my peeps. Let's see here. Let's see a little bit more comments. Oh, see, yeah, they use that. Charlton, how are you? They use them in A school working parties in 77 in Great Lakes. Oh, Fort Leonardwood. Okay. Fort Jackson in the house. You was a drill sergeant in 1986. Okay, U.S. Army grant. Go Navy. I see the Army in here. I see the Navy. I was in the radio business after I got out. Give me some slack. Okay, service connection. I got you. Oh, Toya, you want a Navy song? Oh, original GY. You too? Listen. All right, Jimmy, I see you. Betty, you want a Navy side too? Oh my good. Listen, the Navy chop. Oh, well, I know you from the Navy. I know the way how you cut up sometimes. I know. A bunch of squids and grown. U.S. Air Force, and no, it wasn't all gravy. Okay, we got some more Army in here. The service connection. Oh Lord, I know you ain't put no asterisk by the year that you don't win. Great, stop it. We don't talk about this. Take the asterisk out and let the people know what back in John and Wallaby time you was in basic training. Listen, shipmate Benabop, enough in Maryland. Listen, go Army, beat the Navy. You know it, yes. But listen, let me tell y'all something. The Navy, y'all is something serious. You hear me? Listen, a few weeks ago, maybe it was about 2 months ago, I had two clients that I was doing a consultation with. Why both of them clients, their wife stabbed them? One wife stabbed him in the shoulder and the other one stabbed him in the back. What y'all got going on in the Navy? Why y'all got to be so brutal? Why got to be so violent? Does not matter what branch. Yes, united we stand. And that's why I love our community. We have a voice for every branch, no matter. Mad researcher, that's the only bone I have to pick with you. Go Navy, beat the Army. The Navy got something. Y'all is some great Navy. And the clients that I had, both their ex-wives just stabbed them. Because, I mean, hey, if you're doing a lady wrong and she decides, well, why you have to stab them? What's going on in the Navy? And they both their spouses were Navy veterans as well. Don't drink the water. It's all love, definitely. So I just want to say the Navy went from 10. Oh, congratulations. That is amazing. Congrats. Army strong. I know that's right, vet teacher. Army strong. We on this road together. Drink the bug juice. Y'all are amazing. But anyway, let's get into this because I wanted to give you guys some information. Some people didn't get some insight on shines that brass well bug juice. So some people didn't get the information on the DIC. So I wanted to run it back, and I want you guys to ask questions if you got to, and see, and give some insight to your fellow veterans if you have the insight. But this is DIC. It's pretty simple. It doesn't require a lot. And I don't know, did y'all remember when the lady was up there telling Dougie that automatically when the veteran passes away that DIC is automatic? Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember? I tried to go look for the Senate committee hearing. Do y'all remember when the lady said that? And I said, now you know you lying. You know you telling a lie. That they're saying that they create a system where the DIC application it's approved, it's entered automatically through a system that they use. You remember, Noah? Yes. Yes. Never give up. So no, it's not working that way. OT, do I already got you? OT, do I gotta put you in timeout already? Do I gotta put you in timeout? Do I have to put you in timeout? Yeah, DIC is not. 2 points to go. Okay, you got it. DIC is not automatic. So this is why we created this presentation, so you guys could take a look at what is happening here and how you can how we can get some DIC and and get the ball rolling. So let's get started. Hey, the Miss K, how are you? Look. Yeah, full of lies in Congress. Correct. And we're gonna talk about the Major Richard Starr Act here once we get to the end of this. So let me run through this so we can talk about the changes that are getting ready to happen. Or you guys want to talk about that fully on Sunday? Just let me know if you want a whole Sunday live for that, or do you want to go over the Senate committee hearing that they had today? Because that one was wild too, if y'all didn't watch it. All right. I had to tell a patient advocate I thought it was automatic. There's also a deadline. Yeah. Okay, so what is VADIC? VADIC is premier, a tax-free monetary benefit built in to provide long-term financial security for survivors of military veterans. So one thing I want to talk about a little bit, guys, pay attention to one of the HR things that are being right now reviewed by Congress, because they're trying to get it where if you remarry and you get any type of DIC, that you would not lose it. So say, for instance, I'm getting DIC because I have a spouse that passed away. If I decide to get married before 55, guess what will happen with my DIC? I would lose it. That's not fair, right? That's definitely not fair. So I think that it is what what they're trying to put through with Congress. It is beneficial to the spouse, regardless of if it's a male or a female, because it doesn't matter if you've moved on, to somebody else. The VA always trying to cut somebody money some way, somehow. It just irritates me so bad. Just what you know what? I'm gonna put you in timeout because you sure is cutting up tonight. Talk about pretty soon they're gonna require a CMP exam for DIC. You was looking to get the 50% OSA? Yes. Let's see here. Patient advocate lady passed away and she did not know anything about DIC family. Yes, a lot of people do not know about DIC. So the core purpose of DIC is okay, OT, I'm gonna need you to listen. The core purpose of DIC is that it's a long-term financial stability for the spouse. Well, it's supposed to be. Okay, I'm gonna say it's supposed to be the long-term stability for the spouse. Okay, it's designed to mitigate the economic loss resulting from a veteran service-related disability, illness, or death of an active service member. So it's supposed to be like, you know, a little breather that the spouse is supposed to get when it comes, if their spouse passed away. Because if your spouse was getting, say for instance, $4,000 a month and they pass away, and you know they don't have that income coming in, the DIC is supposed to be filling in the gap, but the money don't be money when it comes to DIC. It don't. It don't. They're chopping us off the legs slowly. So they think wives who marry veterans are gold diggers. What, Carlton? Carlton. We already at the cookout. We at the cookout. Yes. Listen, y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button. Good to see everyone. Please take some time to subscribe and join. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so let's talk about the compensation. The compensation is not pension, okay? DIC is a unique pension, meaning that it's restricted for adjustment by personal earnings, power, or your household income for spouses or children. Okay, so it's not where you think it's going to be this major amount of money. It is not. Okay, so it is 100% tax-free. Okay, it is structured on a monthly basis, and you are completely exempt from taxes, state taxes, federal taxes, and the income is supposed to be stable. Now we know anything that you're getting from the VA, we don't use the word stable. Okay. Now, the annual adjustment COLA is protected against inflation. That means the benefit, the DIC, is structured on a scale on an annual basis line with the cost of living adjustment. Okay. So I want you guys to remember that it's on a scale. Okay. So don't be thinking like you're going to get this major amount of money. It's not going to be happening when it comes to DIC. Okay, so let's keep going. Correct me if I'm wrong. Don't spouse have to apply? Well, U.S. Army grant, I don't know if you were here earlier when I said that the VA have been saying that veterans, spouses had the opportunity to their application be submitted as soon as the veterans passed away, but I haven't been able to see that happening. Has anybody had that experience or know anybody that experienced it to show that the DIC application was automated once the veteran passed away? Let me know if you I'm glad to see you work your channel the way you are. Kudos to you. You have a nice crowd. Hard work pays off. Oh, thank you. I like this. I don't want my channel to be big and major and too many. I just like it to be personable because we all get to, chit chat. And I love a good conversation. Spouse should have life insurance also because DIC isn't distributed fairly and timely, prepare and plan. I'm just saying, thank you for that, Carl. So this is why I'm a big advocate also for life insurance. But we talked about the life insurance before, Carl, and the numbers ain't numbering, the money not money in, and it's too expensive. Because why? Dougie and his friends is part of the insurance company. But anyway, don't get me started on Dougie right now. And you will, the service connection, just keep at it. Consistency yields results. Okay? Consistency. The VA form 21P 534EZ is the form. Yes, I'm going to have, we only got 9 likes. What you mean? I thought we just had other likes. Where we at? Oh, okay. I know y'all ain't gonna just have 9 likes. Okay, so let's talk about the qualifying criteria when it comes to DIC. And I'm gonna work through these slides so you guys can take a look and see. I'm gonna move my stuff off so you guys can see everything. So the qualifying criteria for in-service conditions, meaning that the military service member passes away while serving on active duty, the military member died during the scheduled active duty training, or the service member succumbed to injuries while performing inactive duty training, and the death occurred directly resulting of a service connection injury or illness. These are the conditions that will make you qualify for DIC. Now, don't try to alter them in any way because the VA ain't going to be with it, okay? These are the in-service conditions that will make you qualify for DIC. Now, let's talk about the veteran qualifying criteria. The veteran was rated 100% permanently disabled to include TDIU for at least 10 continuous years immediately prior to death. Now, you see that 10 continuous years? 10 continuous years. It means exactly what it says. Now, remember what natural and FF was here, and we talk about the disability rating, okay? The rating. The disability has to be rated permanently disabled to include TDIU for at least 10 continuous years immediately prior to death. So let's talk about this a little bit because I know you guys are going to have a little bit of question. So let's use me as an example. I'm rated for, let's say, 10% tinnitus from 2023, and I decided that I got some more issues and I'm going to go apply for an increase, right? And they decide that in 2025, they are going to rate me 100% for my tinnitus. Now, the 10 years, right, does not start at the 2023. The 10 years starts over at that 2025. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Because yes, I believe that should change too. Yes, but that's what it is. I want you guys to understand it, okay? Because the VA always got some type of avenue that you can go down that you might not want to go down. So remember, the 10 years is the disability. It's the disability. So be mindful of when you file for an increase, the time starts over. And I know you guys have been here when Natural said that. The time starts over. So if the veteran held a total disability rating for at least 5 years directly following discharge is also the qualifying criteria for DIC. The key words here, correct. The key words here are total and permanent in some cases. Yes. So 10 years is the start of a rating increase. What do you mean, Charlton? What do you mean? So the 10 year would the year would start over once you get the increase. Then you start over from scratch when you get an increase. It doesn't pick up from the time before. So if you had 10 years, if you had a rating that you had for 5 years and you want to file for an increase, then in order for the disability rating to meet the criteria for the DIC, the time starts over. Okay? If the veteran was a former POW rated at 100% disabled for at least 1 year prior to death, that is the veteran qualifying criteria when it comes to DIC. Okay, still only 25. Yep, 28. Y'all hit the like button. And I am sure HVV will cover it, but the death have to be a result of a service connection, injury, illness, or exposure until they change it. Correct. Thank you for this, Craig. Yes. I want you guys to pay close attention. But guess what? There's something I want to talk about as well. While you guys, I know that you are concerned that your partner, be it male or female, is going to be able to move on from your time of death. I want you guys to start looking for life insurance, okay? Because if you look at how the VA is being very strategic when it comes to cutting costs here and cutting costs here, I'm going to tell you what, if they have the opportunity to cut DIC, don't you think they will cut it? Because Dougie would cut it. I don't put nothing past him. He would. So I want you guys to be very mindful when it comes to life insurance, right? It definitely is. Thank you, 66. I'm going to start inviting y'all to the cookout. I promise y'all. All right, so let's keep going. So let's talk about the spouse eligibility rules. The spouse eligibility rules, to qualify for survivor's compensation, a surviving spouse must meet at least one of the following legal benchmarks set for the VA. Now, the spouse, you must be legally married to the veteran at least 1 year continuous before the time of death. So if that man or woman getting ready to die and you want to go get married before you trying to tie the knot before he gone up to the upper room, it ain't gonna make it. It ain't gonna cut. Okay. So listen, guys, be mindful. And I know there are a lot of people out there who, are looking to see where they can find some type of financial benefit. And the VA probably put this in place because some people were being, abused when it comes to getting financial support once the veteran passed away. They just didn't decide to wake up one day and create this. Legally married to a veteran at least one continuous year before the time of death. That's serious. Yes. So, meaning cohabitated, meaning that y'all can't be living in two different places, and we're not talking about a nursing home, but that means that you over there in South Carolina and she over there in California, you can't just break up and go about your business, then decide you want to come back and collect money. It do not work that way. Hold on 1 minute, Dennis. We'll talk about that in a minute. Cohabitated with the veteran continuously up until the time of passing. So guess what? Side chicks and side dudes don't count. So if you are a veteran and your spouse move on the other side of the world and he or she got another man and thinking that they're gonna get some coins, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay. If you had a child with the veteran and was not separated or at fault for any marital separation, side chick status, we at the cookout. So if you had a child with the veteran and you was not separated or at fault for any marital separation, then you can get some DIC, okay? If you were married the veteran within 15 years of active duty discharge, during which the fatal illness or injury was initiated. Okay? You got to be careful. Got to be careful. So spouses were marrying at age 55 or older after January 5th, 2021. Remember, I told you retain full eligibility. Now, if you are older, younger than 55, and you get married right now to somebody else and you get in DIC, the VA cuts it. They cut it. Okay? So be careful who you guys are partnering with. If you see that somebody wants to partner with you because they not giving that good vibe, baby, you don't need no husband and you don't need no wife. Stand single alone at attention. Okay? Anyway, let's keep going. All right, let's talk about children and parent benefits because these are important as well. If you're unmarried, surviving children under the age of 18 are eligible to receive monthly supplemental allowance. Okay, if you have incapacitated adults, qualifying children who became permanently disabled before 18 receive persistent financial help. Remember that. If you have a student that is between the age of 18 to 23, they will get continued monthly benefit protection is available for them who are actively enrolled in a VA-approved secondary or high school. Okay? Let's go up here to some questions because I've seen a question here, right? We talking about Pastor Dougie, not Dougie Fresh. Correct. Question: if death, veteran in nursing home at the time of death. So if the veteran is at nursing home and the spouse is at home, then they qualify. A nursing home does not count. The nursing home is needed for rehab and care, so that does not count. I was married to the same spouse for 42 years and she passed away. I'm so sorry, Dennis. I am so sorry. I was awarded 100% this year. If I marry again, I have to be married 10 years for her to receive benefits. If you have to be married to her for 10, you have to have your disability. Remember, your disability has to have that 10 year. You have to have that disability for 10 years in order for her to get DIC. So If you were married, your spouse passed away and you want to get married again. Now, in order for your spouse, your new spouse that you want to get married to, qualify for DIC, then they would have, you would have to have that permanent in total for 10 years in order for her to get DIC. I can't with you, Craig. I cannot. Yes, I'm going to tell y'all, be careful, because there are people out there looking for veterans to get married to. I'm telling you. Yep, my mother-in-law married after 55 and is still eligible. Correct. Look, Jimmy, you preaching, honey. You preaching, Jimmy. My sister ex-husband passed away a year ago. Her was a veteran vet. I asked if he filed. Correct. They need to file for DIC. Listen, I don't care. File for it, okay? You staying single? Yeah. Sounds like Dougie doesn't want older male single veterans to enjoy our golden. I can't with you. I just cannot. You have to have that total disability for 10 years. Dennis, I am sorry for your loss. Yes. You're not looking, Dennis? Okay, I totally understand. But remember, the disability has to have that permanent and total in 10 years. It's not you, it's the disability. Remember, you have to focus on the disability is the important thing here. Okay? So let's keep going. You guys are doing it. You guys are, oops, my mouse fell. All right, let's keep going here. All right, let's talk about the coins. Okay, the amount of money that you're going to get as your spouse is going to get, or you're going to get if you are a spouse to a veteran here. As of 2026, the baseline tax-free monthly benefit for the eligible surviving spouse is fixed at $1,699.36. There are no assets, threshold, or income tests used to scale back this amount. This fundamental baseline serves as the starting point on top of what additional monthly allowance can be based on specific dependents and health situations. So this is right now what the base rate is. These little bit of coins right here is all that your spouse is going to get. That's why I want you guys to focus on getting some health insurance, some life insurance. Okay? Get some life insurance. Get some. Okay, focus on that. Get some life insurance, because these little bit of coins in this society that we living in times right now, these coins ain't about to do nothing. Ain't about to do nothing. You can't even take that to the grocery store because it's gonna be all gone down to these 36 cents. Get some life insurance. It's needed. All right, let's go. So I made some more notes about the additional monies that you can get when it comes to the DIC, right? So let's say the recipient had 8-year provisions. The annual monthly amount is $360.85. This means that the vet was 100% disabled and married for 8 continuous years. So if you don't meet the full 10 continuous years, you get that $1,699 plus this $360 on top of what you, plus that $1,699. Okay, are you guys tracking? Let me know if you're tracking what I'm saying, if you don't understand, so I can explain it in detail. Increase the size a bit slight. Okay, hold on. See, y'all be asking too much because y'all know I don't know how to work. Oh, there we go. Oh, wait, hold on. Is that good? Y'all want a little bit more? Let me see, because I'm on a different screen. How that look? Okay, so if you have a dependent minor, okay, a dependent minor, additional amount will be $421. This is going to be paid per child under 18 of age. And this is going to help kind of like, a little bit of child support. Okay. So aid and attendant. If the recipient got aid and attendant, the additional monthly amount was $421 for the surviving spouse requiring essential care help with daily care. So I don't know if you guys know that there is currently an HR, another HR, what do you call it? I don't know the name of what they call it, but it's going to be where surviving spouses is going to get an extra 6 months of essential help after the veteran passed away, so it can help them get back on track. Because as soon as the veteran passed away, the VA just cut everything and leave you out there on your own, right? Yes, this is a shareable PowerPoint. If you would like it, I probably have to email it to you and take some stuff off, but I can share it with you. Or I'll put it in I'm start putting my PowerPoints in members only, so you guys can go in and get it. But get you some life insurance, okay? Aid and attendance. If your surviving spouses require essential help and care with daily care, guess what? You can get an extra $421. What you say again? So if you're 100% for at least 8 continuous years, spouse would get at least $2K a month. Yes. So when you do the $16.99 plus the $360, yes. So if the recipient conditions have housebound status, it's $197.22, and this is for spouses that are substantially confined to their immediate homes. So if your spouse is confined to their immediate home and the veteran passed away, on top of the $16.99, they would get the extra $197.22. Okay? That's what the additional allowance is that you would get. All right, let's keep going on. All right, let's talk about the application process. Hold on, I got to take this out a little bit so you guys can see. The application process right there. I'm tracking what you say. The squeeze is unreal. Reduction in benefits. Yeah. If you think that they can get rid of something that they won't, I promise you, if you look at what's happening, this is an example for you to know that this is getting ready to take place, right? Okay, so the application for the DIC, an intent to file, which is the 21-0966 to establish your retroactive benefit date immediately, meaning that the moment that the veteran passed away, you put an intent to file. Then you start to gather your proof, okay? The discharge document. Make sure, guys, I want you guys to listen to what I'm saying. There are so many people that I get emails from saying, how do I get my spouse's DD-214? Guys, make it easy for your partners, your spouse. Make it easy for them. Get these documents and put it in an envelope where they will be able to get these documents. Do you know how hard it is to get your DD-214? Why, if you have passed on, it's complicated. Put some paperwork someplace so your spouse can access it. Please and thank you. Okay? Make sure that you get the service records along with private medical records and the death certificate. Okay? The death certificate has to state the condition or the matter of death. Okay? It needs to be service connected. Oh, the Baron just said it right here. Hey, and welcome. To add, the death certificate has to state the condition or matter of death, which needs to relate to the service connection as contributed in a way that is little known to qualify also. So you have to make sure that you got that death certificate, and it got to state, okay? It got to state the matter of death. Then once you gather all of that up together, you're going to submit your claim. And remember, OT gave us the form earlier before I can even give it. 21P-534EZ. Listen, I know that this is something that a lot of people don't want to talk about because death is something that we cannot avoid. And so we're going to have to, all of us is going to have to go through it. But I want you guys to be prepared. Even if you already get this form and start filling it out and put it in that envelope so that your spouse will be a little bit prepared, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay? Get the DIC form and fill it out. Get your certified copies of your DD-214. Get all those things in order. Let your spouse know where the medical records is. Give your spouse authority to get your medical records. Those are things that you have to put in place. These are conversations that we need to have. We not fighting over when we getting cola, okay? We over here talking about stuff that's relevant. So get your affairs in order. Get your intent to file paperwork. You don't have to fill out the top portion and then she'll just fill out the date, or he'll just fill out the date and time. Be as prepared as you can. Be as prepared. And the reason why I'm having this conversation, because if I show you guys my email, how people don't even know where to go to get medical records, what to do, they don't know anything. They're grieving the loss of their loved ones, and they have to maneuver this. And on top of that, you fight so hard for these benefits, whatever dollars it is that your spouse is going to get to live off of because of you fighting so hard to get these benefits, don't make it no harder for them, because you know how hard your fight was. All right, let's see here. I feel like as veterans, we have fight so hard as when we were in active duty, and people wonder why veterans suffer with mental health. Yes, it is hard. It's definitely hard. Get a certified copy of DD-214. Yes, it's like taxes. They get you in the end. Thank you guys for getting the likes up, and thank you. Yeah, even at the VA, they're still giving a hard time. Correct. List your disabilities offers. Thank you for that, Jimmy. So these are, I want you guys to zone in on this slide. Okay. The intent to file, the proof. Make sure you list out, print out them disability forms and have them on the side right there waiting. Put all of that in an envelope that says, you know, whatever you want to label it, you label it, but make sure that you are prepared. Okay, and so when you complete and you submit your form, either online or the post service. Now, I want to tell y'all something. The USPS and the VA, I don't know what kind of relationship they got, but it's not a good one. So let your wife know or your husband know that they can fill out this form online. Okay, this can be done online. If you have all your ducks in a row, and your spouse, he or she has the login and stuff like that, they can fill out their stuff online. Okay? Then the VA is going to assess the evidence, issue approval, and begin sending your monthly benefits via direct deposit for your spouse DIC. That is, I want you guys to be prepared for the DIC. And you already had to fight hard for your benefits. If you have passed on, don't let your spouse have to fight hard for DIC as well. That's what I want to be into your brains. Do not. The amount of women and men that reach out for help, even to fill out the form. It's hard. It's very hard. Look, Dennis said they don't have one, and he retired from the USPS. So don't mail nothing. Have these conversations. I want you guys to promise me that you are going to have these conversations with your partners and with your spouses. Have these conversations. Listen, uncomfortable conversations are uncomfortable for a reason. Okay? They're uncomfortable so you can get comfortable. They're uncomfortable so you can get comfortable. Okay? Thank you. I was feeling better beyond your presentation. Prepared me for more depression. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I am sorry. Oh, Lord. Minnie. How you hate your future ex-wife? Y'all, help me understand. Charlotte, I'm sorry. I am sorry. I hope that you get better after this. I'm so sorry. OT, I cannot. I recommend that you take all your documents to the clerk of court or courthouse, so if needed, your family can get a certified copy. Yes, I've seen a lot of people do that as well. Yeah, it's better to have the information than not. These days, life insurance should be used as an investment. Investment should be used for life insurance. Y'all catch that tomorrow morning. Sorry, Charleston. I feel horrible, but this is a conversation that we need to have, right? And if you don't have a spouse, have this conversation with your children. Have it with your children. If they're old enough to understand, if you have 20-year-old or 18-year-old, 19-year-old, you have that conversation with them so they can know exactly what to do when it comes to DIC. Planning and preparing is key. Thank you for that. It is key. And the uncomfortable conversations make you comfortable with what you're getting ready to do. Death is inevitable. We cannot beat it. But guess what? We got to. No, Charleston said, Jason, who hurt you? How do you hate your future ex-wife? So if you don't want her to get no DIC, y'all are a mess. Y'all a mess. But I want you guys to know and understand that this is important. All right, let's get to the next slide. So let's talk about, we added a couple more things here so you guys can see I'm not 100 anyway. Minnie. Okay. So additional age. Y'all, I cannot. She got your house. Tell her to give it back. Make it easy on your spouse or children. A one-word document, put in silhouettes of a human body, draw a line to every spot, and that shows your service connection. Yep. We can't beat death, but somebody beat it for us. Shunda. I have VA insurance, but that doesn't seem enough. Now, I've seen a lot of people that some have VA insurance and some have outside. I have outside insurance because the VA insurance was giving me not good vibes, right? The amount of money that you're paying for them little pennies was not mathing with me. So I had outside insurance for a long time, a very long time. So explore some medical coverage because I want you guys to know when you get DIC, now, you're going to have to get some medical coverage, right? Specialized education stipends are some additional aid that you can get beyond your DIC. You also can qualify for the VA home loan eligibility for qualifying survivors, right? So Champ VA in Chapter 35, you will share medical bills for the eligible spouse and children are not eligible for TRICARE. You know that. Education, it offers the monthly stipend for a degree in voc rehab path up to 35 months of benefits, now 44 months after some changes. Now you can get your housing COE and memorial aid. Remember, surviving spouse qualify for zero down with VA mortgages and cap loan charges, and the burial allowance financial aid towards the military national cemetery grave placement, headstone, and services. Okay, let's see here. State of Washington sucks. Don't get divorced in the state of Washington. I should have moved to Idaho and then she would not have gotten anything. Lord, I'm going to have to pray for her. VA rates are high. I have outside insurance. Yes. Guys, shop around for your VA life insurance. Shop around. Jokes on her. I'm not 100 and we'll be divorced by that time if I reach that ever. I'm just going to keep praying for you, Minimoto. I'll say this. Stuff and everything. Learn to appreciate people more than stuff. Thanks for that, Dennis. It will work out. Stay encouraged. Moto said, should have my attitude about some wife can have my house if she can put it back together. Minimoto, I pray and I hope that everything work out and that, you guys are able to work amicably through everything that you are going through because divorce is hard. It is very hard. It's very challenging. It takes you to a whole place that you don't need to be. But before you make any rash decisions, think about the decisions that you're going to make and how it's going to affect you, right? But let's get back to DIC. Focus on what you have. So if you don't have a spouse, talk to your kids. If you don't have kids, then if you got your cousin and them that's going to be, taking care of your affairs, make sure you have all of that in order, okay? It needs to be done. It needs to be said. I know that we talk about all the different benefits and stuff that we're entitled to, but I want you to be laid to rest comfortably without your spouse having to, go through any type of frustration or trying to deal with the VA. Now, y'all know how the VA is. You're welcome, Minnie. Y'all know how the VA is and how long it takes. Now, I know that people have been waiting for DIC for some months. So you want to financially prepare as well. In your passing and your VA pay gets cut, have you a nest egg for your spouse. Because I know y'all don't think that this DIC finna cut in as soon as your VA disability go out. Ain't gonna happen, because guess what? When you got out the military and you was waiting for that last paycheck, you know how long that took? A long time. So the same thing for DIC. Have you a nest egg for your partner, male or female? I'm not saying, make sure you have a nest egg, because you know that the VA like to cut money off before they even give you what they owe you. This is not nothing that's new. Okay, they like to cut your coins off and then they'll give you some back pay. But you want your spouse or your partner to be comfortable, or your children to live comfortable. Make sure you have a little nest egg. Start with $25, $10, whatever it is. Start with doing that. And the burial allowance in certain state is not a lot of money. I think it's like $250. Y'all let me know if I'm right or wrong. The burial allowance is not a lot of money. Because I've had some people say that they only got $200 or $250. It's not a lot of money. So you want to be prepared for, your headstone, the grave placement, stuff like that. Because, the VA not going to give you a whole lot. No. They're going to take that money that you've been getting and just leave it out. Leave your spouse out there. Take care of your priorities. Don't worry, Sales. Love misery. Yep, very true. Yep. Don't worry, guys. Many, don't worry. It would all work out. But I want you guys to understand that this is something that we need to talk about. This is something we need to understand. This is something that we need to prepare for. And this is not to make you sad or depressed, or, this is just something I want to open up your eyes. I want you to know and understand. And I want you to get detailed, thorough information of how to get it done. So what we learned tonight is to get an envelope and start putting your ducks in a row. If you don't have them in a row, get them in a row. You know what I'm saying? Get them together. All right, let's go here. And I think this was the last slide, so that you guys could take some time to gather your thoughts. Yeah, it's not a lot of money at all. It's not. So when you look at the burial, the cost of a funeral, and all the different things that you have to pay for, I would like for you guys to just get it together. So I know you guys have been looking at the Major Richard Starr Act and the whole package that's been going on. What are your thoughts? Thank you, Skins. What are your thoughts on the Richard Starr Act, guys? How are you feeling with what's happening? Let me pull up the VFW article so we can take a look at that. Give me 1 second here. Let's go here and see. All right, I'm back here, guys. All right, let's go see what the VFW got to say about the Richard Starr Act. How are you guys feeling? What do you think? How are you feeling about the cuts? What do you think? So the VFW introduced a platform for veterans to share their stories to help humanize the need for the Richard Starr Act. So at first, the VFW really supported the Richard Starr Act because they wanted it to be standalone, right? They wanted it to be a standalone thing where it's not included. It was not included in anything else. But the men that sit at the table decided that they wanted to include it in a whole package. So now the VFW is not happy, along with the DAV, because y'all know that we looked at the DAV last night, and the DAV was not happy. So let's look at what the VFW. Now, this is my thing. Y'all know I'm finna bring myself up here. Where was you at when all these committee hearings was going on? Wow, we was over there looking to see if you was in the back row trying to voice your opinion or say something. You wasn't even present. So where you come from? Where you came from? Because all these Senate committee hearings and all this stuff that was going on, I ain't seen y'all hats in the building. Where was y'all at? Where was you? Was you sleeping? Was you awake? What was we doing? Anyway, correct it all. Little pieces of big puzzle. Benefits comes with strings. Yes, it does. Yes. The VA paid for a plaque when my father passed away and paid tax. That's all. Oh no. It's the raw deal since they're lumping it all in one with, reduction in benefits included. Yeah, they were not there. I've been waiting forever for the major riches start. I'm one of those who are part of the population. I was medically retired and received CRC, but I can't take the money if it hurts others. I'm not a fan of cutting benefits to no fund anything. I totally get it. So I am also a medically retired veteran. I do qualify for combat related special compensation. So this for me, taken from veterans to fund the Major Riches Star Act does not sit well with me at all. Does not sit well with me. Would the sleep apnea and tinnitus cut? Yes. Yes. And those who are already grandfathered in will be grandfathered in. But the sleep apnea is going to be cut to 0% with a CPAP machine. Yeah. So Congress has introduced the Take Care of Veterans Act legislation that includes many provisions, and the VFW has fought for supporters, but there's a serious problem. To pay for those benefits, Congress would modify previously proposed VA disability rating cuts for tinnitus and sleep apnea. According to the VA own estimates, these changes could reduce disability compensation payments by approximately $57 billion over 10 years and affect up to 1.5 million veterans. Let's be clear. Those savings do not come from waste, fraud, and abuse or bureaucracy. They come directly from veterans. This is $57 billion that would no longer help veterans pay mortgages, put food on their table, cover medical expenses, support their families, and support local communities across America. We do not want this fight. Many of the benefits in this bill are priorities that the VFW has worked for years to achieve, but we cannot support paying for those benefits by taking compensation away from other veterans. And we cannot allow Congress to establish a dangerous precedent. If veterans' disability compensations become an acceptable funding source, today it will become easier to use it again tomorrow. I got to scroll down. Hold on, guys. The VFW refuses to accept the idea that one group of veterans will lose so much so another group of veterans can win. Veterans' benefits are not charity. They're an earned obligation of the nation and part of the promise made through military service. Congress should honor the contract. A grateful nation pays its debt to veterans. It does not send them the invoice. They also have a take action link, and you can find a funding solution that does not come up to expense veterans and families. So let's go to this tab right here. And this is the action center that they have where Congress has introduced the Take Care of Veterans Act legislation that includes many provisions that the Veterans of Foreign Affairs has fought for and support. But there's a serious problem. So they're talking about, going against it, letting everybody know that you are against it. So you can call your senators, you can put a note in there, you can take action, because this is the Take Action website that you can use. So right now, the plan is that they will cut tinnitus, sleep apnea. Okay, they will cut those two. Sleep apnea and tinnitus will be cut, which will save them $57 billion. And that is the $57 billion that they needed to pay the medically retired veterans combat-related special compensation, or not combat-related special compensation, for the Major Richard Starr Act. So the Major Richard Starr Act has been trying to be passed for a very long time. I'm not sure how long, but it's been many years at works. They've been trying to get it to pass, and every time Blumenthal would bring it to the floor, somebody else would, turn it down because they're saying that they don't have the money. So they decided to come up with this plan where they're going to put, I read it to you guys the other night, where they're going to put all these different HRs into one and call it the Major Starr Advocacy benefit, and it would restore benefits for the medically retired, where they would get their full medical retirement pay instead of it being a portion, but they will also cut these different things, which is tinnitus and sleep apnea. So let me see right here what you guys are saying. Yeah, this is brutal. They already cut VA home closing fee. Yes, they cut the home loan protection closing fee. So if you're going to buy a second home, then you're going to be paying the funding fee. It's not right. Sneaky Dougie added again, letting Congress do dirty work. And he hasn't said a word. Creeps, they lie. Thank you for your service, BS. Thank you for getting the likes up, guys. The Newsweek article lays it all out. Lumping it all together while screwing future vets is so foul. But those Congress can't find dollars for whatever they want or what the orange man tells them to give them. Correct, because I don't see why they couldn't find the money for the Richard Starr Act, but they do everything else. If you're paying attention, you'll notice this includes a segment on the total. Oh, yep. And I said the same thing. So if you go back and look at Gay's proposal, he had already said to cut tinnitus and sleep apnea. That was in part of his proposal. It was, definitely. I reviewed it today. My congressman is a creep. What is next when it becomes unsustainable? That's the question I have. Both senators, yes, they don't have no common sense. This means you need to check with HVV, FF, Natural, KMD consult to figure out how to claim tinnitus as a secondary condition. So here's the thing. I'm going to tell you guys something, and I know you might not be paying attention. Even though the VFW and the DAV might not agree with this, when them men up there decide that they want to do something, they're in charge. So what would happen is you're going to wake up one morning and they're going to say, oh, it's approved and it's in effect. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. This should fall under the windfall profit tax I deserve. But there's money for a new, the left wing. What is it? The left wing? The left wing or whatever it is. Yeah. Sounds like I'm going to get me some food stamps. Oh, I'm going to tell you right now, you don't qualify. Veterans don't qualify for food stamps. Veterans don't qualify for the food stamps. No. The moment you say VA disability, remember, they've been trying to pass the law where it says that veterans disability benefits are going to be exempt, but they ain't get around to that yet. But they got around to cutting that tinnitus and sleep apnea. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? Anything that will benefit a veteran when it comes to food or housing or anything, that's not a priority. I've been trying to beat the same dead horse ever since I started this channel. Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? They're not interested in veterans getting food and clothing and having a roof over their head and making sure that their dependents are taken care of and they get some glasses so they can see. They don't care about that. Because if you knew that veterans were hungry and they're homeless, the thing that you will be focusing right now is on homelessness. We won't be trying to cut money nowhere to take away from what veterans already don't get. Because like I say it and I'll say it again, if you get $4,000 a month and you live in California, that does nothing for a veteran to pay their bills. If you live in New York, that ain't doing nothing to pay the rent in New York. Okay? If you live in certain states where the cost of living is extremely high, $4,000 a month ain't shaking Nathaniel. And it's not even $4,000 a month if you're single. It's probably $3,900. So if you live in Cali and you're trying to rent a 1-bedroom and you're a veteran, all your money gone. It's gone. And then how do you buy food? Because if you go to the food stamp place and tell them, hey, I get $3,900 in benefits, what they're going to tell you? Oh, you make too much money. You don't qualify. But now you're getting ready to cut benefits from tinnitus and sleep apnea that would give veterans more money, but you ain't say nothing about giving them Nathaniel to eat. This is why I have this channel. So because we break it down. I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. That's what it is. We ain't doing all that politics stuff over here. We're just speaking the truth. We just speaking the truth. All right, let's see what we got going on. Blumenthal is an idiot with stolen value his way. I mean, I don't care what he got stolen, fake, or whatever. Just come with the receipt. Come and tell me that you're not cutting nothing for veterans. Veterans need to vote on their best interest. Thank you guys for getting the likes and the shares. The east wing, the left wing, the west wing, whatever wing it is, chicken wing, if you ask me. Okay? Crazy wing. Yes, we are definitely picking up what y'all. Yes. What they say and what they do are two different things. Totally. Look, Craig said 10 more likes, guys. Thank you for coming to our TED Talk. I'm speaking the truth. Thank you. They find money for ballrooms and lawsuits and break every promise. Correct. Look at all these homeless veterans. Listen, y'all. Let me just say this. Every dollar that I get in what is that thing y'all send me? A super chat or any kind of you guys subscribe? I don't even use it for myself. You know what I do? I get veterans that send me emails that say, hey, I am hungry. Can I get $10? Even on TikTok or on Facebook. You know what I did? Send them a cash app for $10. Send them a cash app for $25. Get dinner. Here's this. That's what I do. Because I'm not doing this for any kind of financial benefit or I'm not making no major money. As a matter of fact, I haven't even gotten money from YouTube. I use my own personal funds to help veterans. Because guess what? The Senate committee is not doing it. So if I can give a veteran a meal, if I can give some veterans diapers, if I can give veterans some milk, because you don't qualify for nothing when you get VA disability. That's what I do. If I pass a veteran on the corner and the man has a sign up and says, hey, I need something. If I got $5 or $10, here you go. And guess what? I don't care what you did with it. I'm giving it to you so you can help get some water, you can get some food or whatever the case may be. Veterans don't get handouts. We don't get food stamps, don't get what is the other thing? Section 8 housing. We don't get none of that. We don't get any of that. So whatever I can do, I do. And I do it from my heart because this is my passion. When I have a client who can't afford to pay for their consultation and blah, 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 guess what? You don't have to worry about it. It's all taken care of. And I know that my blessings don't come from my blessings come from the man above. So I'm not even worried about it. But that's what I do. And I do it from my heart. If I know that you can get free groceries from somewhere, call these places, get free groceries. All right, let's go. This is all part of Project 2025. Spot on. Thank you. Craig. Vegas has a huge population problem in Seattle. Lots of vets. Yes. Yes. When I went to Vegas, I could not believe the amount of veterans that were homeless there. I did not know. I did not know. New trick. This is the bank and mortgage company pulling tricks, late escrow payment to force the VA. Yes, I've heard this, Charlton. I've heard this. Yeah, I know about Vegas to RRC. Wow. Wow. We also have another job in California. Yeah, California. I see that. I see that. E. Thomas, thank you. all look up windfall profit tax. Correct. We have to help our veterans. We all got this. J-Law Jr., thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I promise you I'll pay it forward. I promise you I will. And my good brother Craig, no, I pay it forward every chance I get. Every chance I get. Listen, veterans don't get handouts. And the fact that they're getting ready to cut what they're going to cut, it just kills me on the inside. Because guess what? Do you know how many people are looking to file sleep apnea before they make the change? Do you know how many people are working right now on their medical records and documentation trying to file sleep apnea before they make the change? Imagine doing all of that, and then sleep apnea goes to 0% service connected when you have a CPAP machine. How would you feel? How would you feel if you put all of this time and effort and all of this into tinnitus and all of this, and you get nothing? You're not compensated for it at all. How would you feel? Yeah, I'm in California. The largest VA home is Yountville, California. Wow. In the nation? Oh, I have to check that out. I went and saw that too in Vegas. I was blown away. Same here in Dallas, on the streets anywhere. Guys, it's getting out of hand. Remember, we talked the other day about the 90,000 veterans that are going to be homeless because there's no VASC protection anymore. Where's the secondary plan that they were talking about before? Have you guys seen it? Where is the temporary fix for the VASC that Dougie said about a month ago that they were working on? Where's it at? Show me. I've been looking. I've been looking for the temporary VASC program. Where is it? So we already have veterans that's homeless. Imagine having 90,000 more veterans on the street. Yeah. ITF before the change. Yeah, definitely it is. But some is not. Some people don't know about an ITF and try to get it in before that. Let's see here. OSS program for women veterans. That's okay. I'm gonna have to come back in and screenshot this. I'm gonna have to come back and do this. There's going to be a lot of vets off the edge with all these changes. Yes, they're already off the edge. June 15, he's got 4 days. He not doing nothing. Yeah, we haven't seen anything. Where is the temporary program for the VAS? Where these veterans are going to go when their house get foreclosed on? Where are they going to go? Now, we already know that our country is already in an uproar where homelessness, losing jobs, and so forth. Where is the money that they said they have to help homeless veterans? Show me, because I haven't seen it. I ain't seen no veterans be like, oh, the VA helped me get some housing. Let me tell you guys something in one of my transparent moments. Call the VA and ask them to help you with any kind of anything. You know what they're going to do? They're going to send you an email with a whole bunch of links and tell you to call them yourself. That's what they're going to do. That is what they're going to do. Let's see here. Congress and the VA doesn't even understand that not caring for vets who already serve would discourage the younger generation. Correct. Because y'all hear anybody want to go in the military? Because baby, when I hear anybody say that they join in the military, I hear the saxophones. I hear the saxophones. Because listen, the way that I seen a young lady the other day in the Marines, people bullied her on social media and in her unit because they said that she was too big to be in the Marines. Who wants to join somewhere where you're going to get bullied? Who wants to join somewhere where anytime you report any kind of essay or any kind of anything to you that you get retaliated upon? Who wants to join it? Who, you know, before you would talk to your uncle back in the day, your uncle would be like, oh, join the Navy, and you would join the Navy and you go in and you, who wants to do that now? Nobody. Nobody. Dougie do not care. Oh, Miss K, y'all, show some love to Miss K and show some love to J. Law Jr. for the donation towards helping other veterans. Please show some love. Please say thank you. I appreciate it much. It's all optics. Correct. The real Miss K. Thank you for supporting. Sure will. No lie. Grant and per diem programs for homeless and at-risk. Where is it at? They pushing me. I paid off my VA mortgage by selling some land. I told off mortgage company. They played innocent. I called them scammers. As you should. As you should. It's a hot mess. Yes, we are definitely in this together. Guys, if they is a veteran that needs some help, find some resources to help them. Find some. And only imagine how much Natural and the other raiders are rolling their eyes and huffing and puffing under their breath and the hush. Listen, let me just tell y'all something. And Natural and FF is not here to say anything about this, but they're humans and they're veterans, right? Imagine what they go through mentally. Imagine what they go through mentally and what they see every single day. Just imagine. And then they have to wake up and do it the next day and continue to go there and support veterans in the most positive way. Now, every raider is not like Natural and FF, and that's not the people I'm talking about. But when you have two genuine young ladies who get up every day and do this job and come here on social media, and sometimes we spend 3 hours on live, and they tell you guys everything that you need to hear to establish your claim. Imagine how they feel with all these different changes that are taking place behind the scenes. Think about their mental capacity that they have to withstand when they know that it's not fair to veterans. It's not fair. In California, I believe you can call 211. I've helped a homeless pregnant lady today. Thank you. I did what I could, but unfortunately, because I was burned before, I couldn't invest too much money to give her. No problem, Thomas. I totally understand. I totally get it, because sometimes everybody's intent is not good intent, but you did what you could and that's it. And sometimes if I'm driving by and I only have $4 or $5, I'm like, hey, this is all I have. If I pass back again and they're there, hey, the other day I'll give you $5, but here's another $5 to go get you something cold at the 7-Eleven to drink. Because guess what? There are a lot of Vietnam veterans and stuff out there. They don't have no clue anything about benefits. They don't know how to work no computer. They don't know how to do none of that. They don't. And the VA makes it so hard to apply for some benefits. If you heard in the Senate committee the other day, you can't even call the phone to put your claim in because you got to sign all these documents. If you're an old person, how you going to sign the documents? You ain't got no clue what's happening. And then if you go find a claim sharp, they're going to take all your money. You losing. You losing. And that's why anybody say, hey, somebody told me to call you to find a claim. Okay, what do you need? How can I help you? And let me just make this out here. So if the person that had a comment about my $500 consultation the other day, that's not actually my consultation fee. I made that way so nobody book it because I have officially launched HerVetVoice website. So you guys can go take a peek and see my $200 consultation. So run go tell your friend that had a problem the other day with my $500 that my consultation in my website is up and running. Please and thank you. I forgot to tell y'all that. So I'm not out here trying to rip veterans off, and I'm not out here trying to make sure that I take from veterans. Okay? Just run go tell that the next time. And this is why I have HerVetVoice Island, because the people who are supposed to be supporting you will turn around and do what? Stab you in the back. All right, let's see here what we got. I try to give to homeless. I run into especially veterans. Yes, thank you. This is why I love this channel. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you very much. Correct. I get triggered by a quick change. I like stable life. I know a couple of Army veterans still waiting for the claim rating. Sad. Absolutely sad. Yes. It's sad. There are a lot of veterans out there that would definitely, thank you, Betty. I officially launched the HerVetVoice website. I don't even think I got it pulled up so you guys can see, but I have officially launched my website. It's not too much on there, y'all. It's not too much on there, but I'm still working on it. Thank you, Noah. It's worth 500. And so, it's not for me. Let me just tell y'all this. Let me just say this from the bottom of my heart. I did not come on YouTube to financially get my life in order. Okay? I don't, because my blessings come from above, not YouTube. Lots of veterans die before their claim done. Try to catch the older ANA vets here in Missouri and help with their claims so they can have a piece before. Yes. Thank you very much. I've officially launched my website. And look, some of you guys found me on my website and started to submit some questions and stuff, and I hadn't even launched it. I was so nervous to launch it, but I've launched it. I'll put some blogs up there for you guys. What I want to do is I want to add the claims clinic information so you guys can go up there and see that there's a claims clinic, and that way you can know where to go so you can get your claim adjudicated right on the spot. That's the goal. I'm a huge advocate for care with the VHA and helping those who need to be pointed in the right direction to access care. Thank you. Thank you so much. Some months back, I gave another veteran 100 IHOP. He's older and homeless, staying at the shelter. He was in tears. Yeah. Sometimes I be crying. Even my kids be like, Mama. Yeah. She be like, you giving too much? Nope, I'm not. I don't care. It's money. It will come. Elderly vets need someone to trust who won't take from them. And sometimes it's family and sad. It makes them not want to try and trust the VA. I want to read something to you guys that I got. Yes, Noah, I've been doing this for a long time. I've been doing claims for almost 9-10 years now. I've been doing this for a while. So I just didn't wake up one day and said, I'm going to do this. But I wanted to read something to you guys so y'all don't be thinking I'm going off the deep end. It said, good afternoon. We have recently been appointed temporary conservatorship of a certain client, okay? He has been scammed by friends and strangers into buying gift cards and giving out numbers on the card, as well as countless PayPal and other reflecting in his bank account. We are hoping to get a temporary fiduciary to help prevent further scamming to protect his assets. If you need more information, please contact me and I will do my best to provide more answers. He is local here. Yep. This is what older veterans go through. They get scammed over the phone. They don't have anybody in charge of their finances. Their family members just finagle their money. Then when they have a fiduciary, they can't even be trusted because guess what? How many of them got mugshots in the Fed system? Yep. It's a lot. Let's see here. And having you, yes, I've been doing this. Okay. What we're not going to do is panic or become discombobulated by what Congress is talking about. Now's the time to get organized. Correct. We are going to get organized, or we're going to get, we're not crying on this live. I'm not crying. That's just, we're not crying. We're helping each other. So I'm going to tell you what, if you need help, send me an email. Go to my website. You can put I need help in the stuff. Whatever I can do, I'm going to help. Now, guess what? What you're not going to do is ask me for help and rush me and try to make me overwhelmed. You're not going to do that. You're going to be patient and you're going to help. And I'm going to help. You guys know you can send your denial letters, or if you send me an email, sometimes my email gets a little bit overload and I have to go back and try to, there are some that I haven't answered that I have to, but anything that I can do to help, I am here to help. anything. Let's see here. This is so sad. Yeah. The PACT Act was huge, but old veterans do suffer from not being able to use technology. Correct. We in this together. So if you have a fellow veteran out there that they need some housing, guess what? Start calling some numbers. Start trying to figure out how you can get some help. And guess what? Keep ringing the phone. Keep ringing the phone. Keep ringing the phone. Keep calling, because the VA gonna give you a whole bunch of numbers, but they're not going to help you. If there's a veteran that you can help them. Help them. They need help. If there's a veteran that you got a computer at home and they don't have a computer, or you can go to the library to assist them, help them with an ITF, because then they can fill out the application and they can mail it to the VA. Right? The VA does rides to CMP exams. Am I not correct? Thank you. Thank you so very much. They can get to the CMP exam. The VA can get an Uber to get them where they need to go. Help them with the ITF. Help them with the paperwork. Print out the paperwork. Get them, go to the library, print out the paperwork. Get them the paperwork they need so they can file their claim. Because guess what? The people that are sitting at the table in Congress don't care. They don't. Yes, it's what it takes. We have to help. Yes, my website is HerVetVoice.com. It's the same as my name on YouTube. Small steps. Aircraft carriers can't be launched in a year. Correct. That is definitely it. And so that's what we do here. We take small steps. Baby, I'm going to be calling them out. I don't care if I got laryngitis. I'm coming here and I'm calling them out. Because guess what? If we don't stand together, remember what Sit just said. We have to stand together. Just like we stood together for that medication thing and they cancel it, we have to band together for this whole tinnitus and sleep apnea. We have to. We definitely have to. Thank you, Craig. We definitely have to. We have to make it work. Veterans need help. Veterans need assistance. Now, when it comes around time for this little 2.8% COLA that they over there worried about, that's not doing nothing. $100 a month, $1,200 a year, it's not any money, because when you go in the grocery store as a veteran trying to eat healthy, what does that do? Why we can't have a food voucher somewhere? Why we can't have a pantry where we can go get some meals? Why we can't get some, assistance with our electricity bill? We can't get anything. The moment you say you get disability, it's like you go into it. Oh, you have money, so you don't qualify for this and you don't qualify for that. Veterans, we're in a total different category. We're a total different island living in the US. But when we put the uniform on and I decided to wake up and go about my way and raise my hand and said that I am going to serve this country, I did not hesitate. So why do the people that are making decisions at the table always hesitating with foolishness? These are the conversations we need to have. Women veterans, you need a pap smear. You got to wait 3 years just to get a pap smear. Oh, you can't get one every year. You got to get one every 3 years. So if I get one this year and next year something happens to me, I got going on, I can't get another pap smear because the VA got a protocol of every 3 years. But yeah, we want our women veterans to be served. We want more women to go to the VA. Why the HE2 hockey sticks would I go to the VA if you're not taking care of my body like the way you should? Why would I choose to go to the VA if I can't even get the right medical care that I need? A mammogram, simple mammogram. You got to fight to get that every single year. And if you're a man and you better be checking your prostate, you better make sure that you get breast cancer checks, all those type of things you need to be doing as well. Because we not separating nothing here. If you're a man, you need to get your stuff checked. If you're a woman, you do as well. And if the VA go get you some community care so you can do it. Your health is wealth. Listen to me. I've seen too many veterans who have the C word are not getting the care that they need at the VA. Why? Because they take their sweet time. I posted a video the other day where the woman said that her patient needed blood thinners or some type of medicine. She had to go to CVS and pay for it for the gentleman because why? The VA refused to authorize it. It takes 3 days for the authorization for the medication. So she went to the CVS so she can pay for her patient's medicine because the VA it's just pond water that's frozen. Pretty much. I can't with you. I just can't. Oh yeah, you rich if you get disability. People don't even know. Rich for what? You will spend all that 1 year at the dollar store. Many of them are not even veterans lawmakers. Correct. The people that are making the decision for us at the table are not even veterans. And then, you know what makes me upset? When they say, oh, I use the VA. You use it for what you want to use it for. But when it comes to your major health, you're not using the VA. Yep, the community garden for vegetables and fruit. Yep, I said prostrate. I did. Yes, we need the prostrate before the Lord, but men, we also, yes, you need your prostrate check. You do. Yes. By the time you wait for 3 years to get a pap smear, your uterus about to fall out. Yep, I pay out of pocket. Pay out of pocket for your health. Do not allow the VA to control the narrative when it comes to your health. If you ain't getting the answers, go to that patient advocate. If you see notes in your record that is not right, say something. Don't let these people bully you into accepting something that is not right. Penny, yeah, listen. Do y'all think he ain't got 100%? Do y'all think Dougie don't have 100%? Yeah. Men get breast cancer. They do. Y'all know men get breast cancer, right? Go to the doctor. Get your labs done. Check your A1C. Stop drinking all them Coca-Colas. Start eating right. Start taking care of yourself. Start getting out there walking daily. Y'all, sometimes I walk 5 miles a day because I'm not going to be with no sugar diabetes waiting for the VA to give me no insulin. Nope. It's not my portion. Get out and walk. If you can't walk, go swim. If you can't swim, do some leg exercises. If you can't move them legs, move them arms. Do some seating exercises on YouTube. Do something to make your body active. I'm only telling you this because I want you guys to live a happy, long life. Yep. Check them colons too. Yep. You done activated the mama bear because I want, you know why, Skins, you know why I said something about this tonight? Because I get a lot of clients as well who are very ill. And I'll be like, well, did you go to get checked? Nah, I'm not. No. So you're not well. You're not going to the doctor. I know that the VA don't have the best care, but if you find a provider that's working for you, use it. Use it. Oh, you know Dougie got his 100%. Can't nobody tell me Dougie ain't got 100%. I don't care what nobody say. The way how he said it the other day, said he a veteran now and he was happy and he want his 100%. Isn't that what he said at the table? I want my 100%. You think Dougie ain't getting that $4,000? Oh, please. Oh, he is. He getting that money. And he making the decision to cut stuff too. He is overly excited right now that he's holding veteran status. He's very excited that he's holding veteran status. VA gives out weight loss masks, but you have to do the MOVE program. Yes, they do. Often when vets reach out to get their claims on, so many other wellness problems and issues are uncovered that have been unaddressed. The VSO doesn't touch most places. Oh, you know he knows somebody in there? My previous message was too long. Okay. Douglas trying to claim that sleep apnea. I can't take y'all nowhere. I can't take y'all nowhere. not Dougie getting sleep apnea approved before they cut it. The guy I know is a veteran. He's going blind because he don't trust the VA. See, this is stuff like this. It makes me so mad. You going blind. Get some community care. Y'all, this is a lot. Y'all see how passionate I am about this. I live and breathe veterans. I do. CVS sign up for pharmacy program. It's free. $2 off every time you pay for prescription. Just found out yesterday. I've been a pharmacy customer. So y'all see this. If you get your prescription at CVS, you get $2 off. $2 is more than what you had before. Use it. Use it. Oh, he ain't getting that because he gonna want to know who did it. And then he gonna try to fire them because, you know, the VA is built on retaliation. And the man that they just put in place who's never even worked in retaliation before or don't know anything about it, he gonna be in charge. So he's in his pocket. Guys, it's been a pleasure to chat with you guys. For everyone who donated to the channel, I thank you very much for your super chats. If you like, subscribe, whatever you've done, I definitely appreciate it. Guys, I want to see us all win. I want to see us all thriving. I want to see us healthy. I want us to get these claims processed. I want us to go to school. I want us to get in VNRE, use that GI Bill, get your kids to use that Chapter 35. Guys, I want to ask you guys a question. How many of you guys still have student loans? If you still have student loans, let me know. We all have to do the doctor's visit, guys and girls. If you're not 100%, I was at stage 4 and God saw fit to send me the right dollars. Oh, Dennis, we are praying for you. If you are not 100% and you still have student loans and you want me to do a video on how you can get your student loans forgiven based on the school or, you know, let me know. Because I know there are a lot of veterans out there who are not 100%, who have student loans, and they need assistance. Now, there are some schools out there who were on the list that did not meet the criteria for being, for not doing what they're supposed to do. So if you have student loans and you need them to be forgiven, or you want to, we can talk about the student loan forgiveness program. How you can put your application in. And right now, a lot of people are getting their student loans forgiven because the schools did not perform the way that they should. So if you're a veteran and you're not 100% and you got student loans, that's something that we're going to be discussing as well, because debt is off the devil. And guys, we're going to be talking about being debt free as a veteran as well. Being debt free. Okay. Make sure you nail that outro before you go. Thank you. I saw a video where a female veteran they get wigs. That's if you had breast cancer and your hair and stuff was removed, you'll get the wigs, the shampoo, the conditioner, the the oils as well for your hair, along with the underwear and stuff that you would need. Okay. That stupid pencil, when it taps, gets from the VA in the mail. Okay. So if you guys know And you got student loans. You want to talk about student loans, that we can also talk about veterans. Let me tell you guys something. Veterans don't have to live in debt. They don't have to live in distress. They can live a peaceful, calm life. It's doable. Once you get your student loan forgiven, next contact the 3 credit bureaus to ensure they release it from your credit report. Yes. So if you're not 100% and you have student loans, I'm going to do a video to teach you about how you can do student loan forgiveness, what you need to put in your application, and so forth. And depends on what school you went to, because there's some schools that frauded students. And if you use your GI Bill, actually there is something that's coming down the pipe. I'm not sure it is. If you went to one of the schools that were disingenuous, that the government found were disingenuous, they're saying that you can get back the time on your GI Bill. But it hasn't really, I haven't seen any action behind it, but that's something to talk about. Can you do a video for reservists and a point system to qualify for a VA disability? Yes. Let me write this down. Reservists, point system, and qualifying for VA. Oh, we can do a whole live for, because reservists and National Guard, they have it quite difficult when it comes to VA disability claims. I will. And don't pay for that report. You get it free once a year. Yes, you do. And you get free copies of your credit report at any time for all. Yep. No, I didn't see your email. It's probably buried in approximately 400, but I will take a look at it. Diabetics, remember, you can get your socks, shoes, and insoles. Yes. You can get your socks, you can get your shoes, you can get your insoles. If you're a woman, you can get your postpartum care, you can get your breast pumps if you have a baby, you can get all that. So make sure you're using the resources that the VA is providing, okay? No, thing or two. I think you can get it more than once now. I think you can get it twice a month. And traction from wigs or weaves too. Yes. So if you are losing your hair a little bit, you can get some wigs and some weave from the VA to, to make you look decent and make you feel comfortable in your own skin. Guys, there are resources out there, right? We're going to bring you the resources that we can find, what we know. I don't know if you guys know about, I'm going to have to do a video about it, about the clothing allowance as well. Because, August 1st is coming around. You have to get your application in for that back brace and that knee brace, and if it alters your clothes. Now, I want you guys to know this. Do not be listening to these crazy videos out there thinking that everybody qualifies for clothing allowance. The VA has a criteria that you need to meet, okay? The buffoonery that people put on social media, making everybody think because they have a brace or whatever, they qualify. It is certain DME, which is dual medical equipment. It is certain equipment that you use, that like your back brace, if it alters, then you have to buy like a bigger shirt. If a knee brace, if you have to buy bigger pants, you get clothing allowance. There's a list out there. There is a list that the VA provides for that says that you can get clothing allowance. Everybody that wears a knee brace does not get clothing allowance. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but I hate it when people put out there that you qualify for clothing allowance because you wear a knee brace. Absolutely not. It does not work that way. All right. No, but I can do one as well, Thomas. You guys, videos sends me to a different place, but I'm gonna start doing some more videos because I know you guys like them. I'm super grateful I tuned in. Thank you. Thank you for definitely tuning in. ACAP is through the VHA, not the VBA. Yes. There's a med list out there as well. Correct. Hey, Indy, how are ya? Only have to file once. If the contingent condition is considered static, you qualify for up to 4. Thank you for that, OT. Yes. I think the ACAP for the VHA is different. I think it is, but I will take a look at it. Guys, clothing allowance, getting some insoles for your shoes, getting some bracelets, getting some, if you want to log in, get the MOVE program so you can get you a Garmin watch and a scale so you can help, move your body and lose weight and get fit. All those options are out there. There's no secret. We don't hide secrets. We don't gatekeep over here. I tell you guys what I know. I do. Let's see. OT. Oh, yes. Let me see here. It was one thing. Thank you for your channel and all those are working with you. Thank you for your service and still service. Thank you. And FF is Natural. We'll be back on Sunday night. Not sure. Do you guys want to do the committee hearing on Sunday night? Let me tell you what the committee hearing was about, because it was a hoot. It was a hoot. I watched it today. Well, I listened to it today. And it was some good information. Let's see here. Oh, hold on, guys. Let's see. Oh, they have a couple coming up. So I'm on the wrong one. Because I watched so many committee hearings that I know. I just gotta do better. But the committee hearing we can go over tomorrow. Hold on, let me take some notes. Can you explain how carpal tunnel is rated later? I'm having surgery next month. Sure. Carpal tunnel. Okay. My father was 100% P&C, and I'm his sole surviving dependent and established a helpless child. So you hadn't really caught. Yeah, we talked about helpless child a few lives up. If you go back, I'm not sure which lives it was, but we had a helpless child that were asking a lot of questions. So we did very detailed on a helpless child. I'm not sure which one it is, but I'll have to go back and see if I can pin it. So this hearing that they had today, this was on delivering quality and modern healthcare to the Michigan veterans and service members. So that was the committee hearing today. So that was what that was about. So it was a lot of information. You should hear about what is actually happening in Michigan at the VA. It's gonna blow you guys out the water. It's definitely gonna blow you guys out the water. Yes. Okay, so we can do the committee hearing. Y'all be wanting me to come back every day. Maybe we could do the committee hearing tomorrow. What say you? What say ye? Tomorrow night? Wait. Tomorrow's Saturday. Or Sunday night. I think we'll stick to our Sunday night committee hearing. What do you guys think? BBA, Terrence, all right. Yes. Yes, I listened to the hearings by myself and then again with HB. Thank you. What time? On Sunday night, we usually come back here at 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday. Okay, so we'll do it on Sunday. We will do Michigan. Y'all be prepared. It's a long live. It is. It is a long Senate committee hearing, but it's a lot of information. And I believe what's happening in Michigan is happening all over the VA. But you know how they do. They pick and choose which city and state they're going to. If they got somebody on the committee from that state, then you know that's what they're gonna bring it to their attention. So Sunday, definitely we are going to HB, your internet, phone, cable TV, and tablet should be free. No, it ain't free. As a matter of fact, I had to increase my internet because I want you guys to get top tier service and connection. So I was like, let me make sure that my internet is on top tier. And then I have 2 phones because you know veterans always want to call you at a late night hour after you call them and you talk to them about their consultation, and they miss your call. They want to call you at 3 a.m. So I had to just nip that in the bud, set some boundaries. So I added another line to make sure that it can be my business line, so that way I can call veterans. Don't overload your stuff. Oh, thank you. I'm not. I've learned to take it slow and take it nice and easy. And thank you guys for rocking with me. Listen, when I first fiber optic cables is where it's at. And I got that Spectrum. I'm gonna have to call them because sometimes they get beside themselves. It's Spectrum. Yeah, as soon as you can. Better than UFC, girl, fight at the White House. What? Spectrum sends me, y'all, especially in the daytime, and you're trying to do something, and all of a sudden your internet just disappear and gone. And then my daughter be like, Mom, what do you want me to do? What is it you want me to do? It's summertime. You know, they want air, internet, and food. 3 things that your kid wants in the summertime. So I try to keep the internet growing. But guys, don't worry about me. I'm okay. I'm just here to bring you guys the information, let you guys know what's happening. We do all things VA. We're going to talk about housing. We're going to talk about education. We're going to talk about student loans. We're going to talk about it all. Okay. We just get down over here. We just get it down over here. But anyway, veterans' brains are always going, yes. And I want you guys to listen. There's nothing like a peace of mind. Okay. If you have struggled through the VA disability claim process and now you are getting ready to purchase your home and you are going through that, we want to support you as well. If you want some housing stuff, I know Dwayne does a video with the housing guy. Go over there and ask your questions so you can get comfortable with that. We support the VA all the way around. But when the VA be coming with the buffoonery, we have to call them out. We have to call them out. If anyone has Verizon, they have a good military discount. Yeah, I got AT&T. They got a military discount too at AT&T. It sure do. Okay, let me see the Yountville, California VA home. Okay. UFC. What, Carl? What you saying? UFC White House equal hogwash. AT&T does pretty good. You know, I've been with AT&T since 1999. I've never changed my phone number, and I've always had the same provider. So y'all see, I'm good on consistency. I can't do all that bouncing around changing my phone number. No. Anybody that has known me that I've served in the Army with, I still have the same phone number that I've had since 1999. I've never changed my phone number. Over the last 27 years, I've had the same phone number. And people are used to have the same. Yep. She tried to get me to switch, but I have been with Verizon for 30 years, never changed. No problem. Yep. A Navy smoker fights better than the UFC. Yes, I've had the same phone number. So guys, I get it. I get it. You know, change sometimes can be a little challenging and it can be a lot, but listen, I think she covered that in the live title. Thank you, the real Miss Casey. Always the ladies. Thank you, Dupree. Thank you. So she's saying that I covered it in the live that's titled DIC. Yes, I remember it now. Yes. Oh, yes, since it was singular. I remember that. Y'all remember Alltel? Alltel. Have y'all had Alltel? I remember I had got Alltel. And that phone did not work. I went right on over there to AT&T. Yes, I did it with Natural. Correct. The helpless child. So you can go look at that. AT&T internet, yeah. However, AT&T wireless mobility sucks. You got the internet for AT&T? No, I got Spectrum. Spectrum be sending me to a whole nother place. But anyway, I ain't, and we gonna get HV to cut up this live and repurpose. You know what? I can't say. That's why you my friend. That's why. Go to American Travel Forces, please. See? AmericanTravelForces.com. Y'all, gone there. What you do there, Thomas? You book travel there? Yes, you remember dial up? I had Alltel. And you remember you can talk on the phone after 7 p.m. It was free. You had to wait till 7 o'clock to talk on the phone. Y'all, I'm telling my age. I had to change since my father passed away. I'm so sorry, Dupree. Alltel, yes, I had Alltel, and then I switched to AT&T because no, I went with Verizon for 1 week, and then all of a sudden I seen my bill was looking like it was the light bill. I went back. I said, no, I got to go to some place where my bill is going to be cost effective. So I went to AT&T. Yes, I'm sorry for your loss. Absolutely. It's the travel portal for the DoD. Oh, thank you. You had a pager too, Benny? Yes. Yeah, I'm telling my age. I'm telling my age. Anyway, y'all, I've been up here for 2 hours, and y'all see my friend Craig talking about we finna cut this live up and repurpose it and all this type of stuff. I don't even know how to do a sky pager. Y'all had a pager too. Or when the pager went off, you had to go to the payphone so you can call somebody. Y'all, those were the days. Those, you can remember all of that. Yes. Pagers, beepers, yes. And the flip phones, y'all. Anyway, we're gonna have to plan a night where we do a throwback night where we can just y'all, I really wanna. Yes, I'm getting ready to go. But y'all know what I want to do? I want my day oneers to come up here so we can do a panel and y'all can chit chat and we can laugh and have a good time. But y'all got to be good because I can't afford to get my YouTube shut down because y'all be bad. I really would like you guys to come up. We all be on a panel and we just chit chat. Would y'all like that? But y'all got to be good. Y'all got to be good. I can't afford to risk my YouTube channel. And I know y'all know how to cut up. We'll be good. We promise. OT, you gonna be good. And Charleston. Yes, we can do a 70s, 80s, 90s throwback. Yes, I want to do that with you guys. We come up on the panel, we just chop it up, but y'all got to be good. Y'all got to be good because I can't risk my channel being taken. I won't have any more channels to give y'all good information on. But anyway, I'm gonna plan that. But anyway, it's been 2 hours we've been up here. Let me see what pager at the skating rink to call my parents to collect because what? OT, you ain't coming up because you can't promise. Remember the phone booth? Yes. Mary, you know what? Y'all, I can't. Pocket full of. Not pocket full of quarters. I can't stand y'all. I can't. Okay, I'm gonna put it. I can't take y'all nowhere. Jimmy already telling y'all good night. Not a pocket full of quarters. I can't, y'all. I cannot. Not in the payphone, standing in the rain. Wait, y'all remember when you had to get a phone card so you can call home from long distance? Anyway, y'all, I can't keep this going with y'all. Thank God cell phones were on 10 minutes. By 50 minutes wasn't cooking up. beepers inside the Y'all used to put your beepers in a cigarette box. Is that what y'all used to do? Who used to put beepers in the cigarette box? Y'all used to put your beepers in a cigarette box. I'm done. Look. Charles said memories. Y'all, I can't read. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for joining me tonight. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your gifts. Thank you for your likes, shares, your subscribes. I don't want to hear no. Now I got to go research the beepers in the cigarette box so I can put I'm gonna put a post up tonight. Somebody send me a beeper in a cigarette box so I can make a post tonight asking, did y'all used to put your beepers in the cigarette box back in your Army, Navy, Marine, Coast Guard days? Anyway, I am getting ready to end our live for tonight. Until next time, stay informed, stay empowered, and keep advocating for yourself and other veterans. It is definitely needed. I will see you guys on Sunday night. HVV is out. Love you guys. Be kind to each other and be safe. See you guys on Sunday. Have a good night, y'all.
You're not alone. You got a voice. Stand strong. Stay informed. Hervet